Hey, welcome back. Episode number 10.
10 already?
10. Episode 10, baby.
10?
Pickup show. Yeah, we in this joint deep,
baby.
man. We in this joint deep.
Working, baby.
I'm your host, Big Doc. This is my co-host, my partner, my brother, Al York. Al York Sports. We in the house. This is what we doing.
Show.
Got a real special show coming up for you guys today. Got a lot of good topics to cover. But first and foremost, gotta say, Mom, I love you. Thank you. Thank you, Mom. One of the things, I think I showed you guys the text that she sent me.
Yes.
Where basically the second one where she said, make sure I tell everybody that my mom taught me sports. She's the first one that taught me how to play basketball. She taught me how to play dominoes. She taught me how to cook. So with that being said, Mom, thank you for everything. A lot of what I'm doing right now, I wouldn't be able to do if you weren't the strong woman that you were raising me in Los Angeles. Thank you, Mom. I love you. Mwah.
Good job. Good job, man.
She actually said she wanted to meet you.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'd love to meet her.
Personally,
I'd love to meet her.
Yeah. But enough of that. Enough of the mushy stuff. On to what we need to talk about. We are now in preseason week 3 of the NFL.
Yes, sir.
Now, everybody that watches football knows that preseason week 3 is when you actually get to see the starters. You see what your team is going to form and look like.
You get a glimpse.
You get a good glimpse because they pretty much play the first half, or they play the first half and then maybe a few snaps into the third quarter. So they give the starters some good burn because next week, nobody's going to play.
Right. Now, the veterans usually do it half. But the guys that are young, that they still trying to see new teams,
right?
They'll maybe get them into like halfway in the third quarter,
right? So
you're right.
So I'm very interested to watch a few of these games. You got the Browns and the Eagles. Okay. They did say that Nick Foles is going to play.
Yeah, I did hear that.
He's going to play his little strained shoulder. They said he wasn't going to be out long, so they are going to play him. I personally think they shouldn't because he takes something serious on that shoulder. It may go from a strain to a tear or something even worse. So
right.
It's preseason. It's okay to sit your starters.
Who's their third string? They still got Sundell?
He's still there.
Yeah. Why didn't they just go with Sundell? If he needs a few reps, maybe I could see a series or two. And how about Carson? He still ain't ready.
Carson not ready yet, man.
Okay,
so,
he's not ready yet.
They're going to sit
still injury, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's coming back to it.
Okay.
Then you got the Pats at the Panthers. That's another game that I'm very interested in watching. You got Cam Newton. You got Tom Brady. I want to see. Y'all don't realize that Brady's coming in with a chip on his shoulder this year. He did not like losing to Philly last year.
I'm telling you, I made a statement on that when I did a video. I said that Brady took that personal. He lit it up. He went something like 19 for 26, 172 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks in the first half.
Right. I will also say that
Tom Brady for president.
Nah, he cheat too much.
Okay.
Nah, but
Donald Trump too.
He's just an idiot. We ain't gonna get into that orange jackass. Speaking of orange, we got the Broncos and the Skins. Now, this game is very intriguing to me because you now have Adrian Peterson with the Skins.
Yeah, but we're going to hit on that later.
That's going to be interesting. But
we hit that
the other thing that interests me about that game is because Paxton Lynch has fallen way off, and I'm glad that he has. Chad Kelly has stepped up, and he's really showing his mettle.
Yes.
I think personally he's going to be challenging Case Keenum for that number 1 spot. And there's nothing against Case Keenum. I think Case Keenum is a great system quarterback. I think Case Keenum is going to really show his mettle this year and show that last year wasn't a fluke. But when you have a young gunner, a.k.a. Chad Kelly, behind you that's really chomping at your heels, I think it's going to force him to really step it up even that much more.
Right.
Now,
I told you, though, that kid was pushing, not just for the number 2.
Oh, yeah.
The number 1. And it's happened before when I think it's Matt Flynn of the Seattle Seahawks got that big contract in Seattle, and Russell Wilson beat him out.
Oh, yeah.
So now that, Chad Kelly is drafted by Denver, just like Russell Wilson was drafted by Seattle.
Right.
So I could kind of see the same thing, but you know what? Elway went and got Keenum, so I see Keenum's going to hold at least for the first
that's
couple
what I'm saying. Keenum is the hands down,
right?
There's no getting around that. But Chad Kelly is showing, hey, I'm
you
also there.
You mess up, I'm coming in.
It's not even the fact that if he mess up, if he get injured, anything of that nature, he's showing that he's a solid number 2.
Oh, he's got a whip, man.
Yeah, they were
showing 2 passes. He threw over the middle. I mean, window was small. He got it. I mean,
well, they were thinking,
I was happy for Denver. I ain't see a quarterback like that since Peyton Manning. You know what I mean?
Well, they were thinking that Denver would go after Bridgewater. I don't think that would be a good idea because
they don't have
you're gonna force Chad Kelly like back into that third quarterback role, and he's let that young man develop.
I think the only way you get Bridgewater if Keenum goes down early.
Yeah,
that's the only way.
Yes,
if you don't go down, you don't need him.
Like it. Then the other game that I'm interested in is Green Bay versus the Raiders.
Okay.
Yeah, you got Jordy Nelson.
Cheeseheads. You got the cheeseheads.
You got Jordy Nelson facing Green Bay again. I think Green Bay did Jordy Nelson wrong. Yeah. I honestly think Jordy Nelson should have retired a Packer, but the NFL is a business. I'm not sure what business they were trying to conduct by not letting Jordy Nelson stay in Green Bay. I understand he pretty much gotten hurt the last 2 seasons.
Right.
I think now he's coming back with a severe chip on his shoulder to show that, hey,
he's healthy.
Yeah, y'all shouldn't have let me go. Even though he's playing for the Raiders, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But I think that he's definitely going to be out to prove a point this weekend against his former team.
Well, I'm going to take it to another level. You said they did Jordy Nelson dirty. Mm-hmm. I think they did Aaron Rodgers dirty.
Yeah, by getting rid of
Aaron Rodgers wanted Jordy Nelson.
Well, yeah, he was mad about that.
Not only that, they took Cook from Rodgers.
Yeah.
So now what they doing, they taking basically all his weapons away.
Well, they gave him Graham.
Yeah, you got Graham.
They gave him Graham. So
Graham.
No.
I like Graham in New Orleans, but I didn't like him. I didn't like him in Seattle. He was, what you call that slippery catch?
No.
What you call him?
I will. Brick hands?
No. You said something that he dropped the ball all the time.
Brick hands.
Oh, okay, whatever.
No. I'm gonna say this: when he was in New Orleans, he balled.
He balled out.
But at the same time, you comparing Drew Brees to Russell Wilson, 2 different quarterbacks. When he was in Seattle, he didn't get the ball that much. He didn't get looked at. He didn't really get looked at that much.
I seen him drop the ball.
You know what? I'm gonna say, I guarantee. Jimmy Graham is going to have a hell of a season this year under Aaron Rodgers.
He's supposed to.
Watch.
He's supposed to.
Watch what happens. He's on ball. And that's nothing against Russell Wilson because he's a great quarterback. Right. I think Russell Wilson is a great quarterback.
He's probably a level underneath both of the guys you mentioned, Brees and Aaron. But he's on his way there, though.
Yeah. So I'm saying just the difference in quarterbacks, the difference in what's going on, and the fact that Aaron Rodgers really utilizes his tight ends. So with that being said, I think that Jimmy Graham is going to have a season this year. He's going to break out.
He's going to have to because there's no real weapons. You got Cobb and who else?
Mm-hmm.
Randall Cobb. They're going zero up on him. They're going to zero.
Well, it's going to be interesting. We also got the Saints and the Chargers.
Okay.
Now that one I always find interesting because
that makes a good first half.
Well, yeah, but the Chargers still are kicking themselves in the butt for letting go of Drew Brees.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would.
I would say they probably would have had better playoff runs, yes. But Phillip ain't as bad as people be thinking. Phillip is the truth, man. I like Phillip Rivers.
You know what?
He chokes a lot. I admit that.
You cannot compare a Phillip Rivers to a Drew Brees. Drew Brees, like I said, they gave up on him because that shoulder was hurt.
Yeah.
They should have never gave up on him.
Okay, I agree with that.
And he ended up going to New Orleans, and look what he's doing. He's still there.
Breaking all type of records.
Exactly. In San Diego, you're doomed for.
So what I'm saying, but San Diego picking up Rivers, it wasn't like
it wasn't a bad pickup. I'm not going to sit here and say that Phillip Rivers is a below average quarterback because he's not.
He might go to Hall of Fame.
I wouldn't doubt it. I'm not saying that he's a below average quarterback. He ain't no Drew Brees. He's not a Drew Brees. I would agree to that. I would take Drew Brees over Phillip Rivers any day.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So
but not by a huge margin, but I agree.
No, by a huge margin. I would.
I don't think so.
I would. But let's see. And then we got the Texans and the Rams. That game interests me because you're going to have the Rams' first team defense and their first team offense.
Right.
But at the same time, you're going to have the Texans' first team defense.
I love how Watson look, man.
Exactly.
Watson look good, man.
So now you got Watson versus Aqib Talib and Dominican Suh. It's like you have this and it's juice. Right. Then you got J.J. Watt, who's coming back off that injury, and he's hungry. Yeah, he playing. Okay. So he's hungry. He's chomping at the bit. So you see all of this, and
Clowney playing?
Yeah. Okay. So it makes for a very good first half of football.
Yeah, that's all you're gonna get tomorrow in reality.
Well, no, but it's for those who really enjoy the sport and who's a purist of the sport. You get to see.
Yeah, you're gonna get a good first half.
Yeah, you get.
They're gonna lay it out the first half, and then after that you can just
teaser.
Yeah, you can just change the channel, but they're gonna put the bums in the second half.
Now, what I will say, there's one thing that is bothering me. It's bothering you. You actually brought it up. I know Richard Sherman, he touched on it.
Yeah,
and which is the rules. Those new rules in the NFL,
horrible
to protect the player. I get it, but at the same time, you got to tweak that. And just like any time a new rule is implemented anywhere, the first year you're gonna have a lot of kinks. It's just like an iPhone or any new phone that they put out. That first phone they put out, that's the phone that they want you suckers to get because that's the one with all the issues.
Right.
And then once they figure out all the issues, they re-release the same phone. Just they call it an upgrade, but it's the same damn phone. They just fix the they just fix the issues.
Dog, all I gotta tell you, us guys that watch the game, the purist guys, we're not gonna enjoy this type of football. I mean, I've seen some calls being made against offensive guys.
I know
that the defensive guy goes down and they go down to protect. And they call it on the offensive guy at one time, then they'll do the same thing on the defensive. So it's so unorganized that the players don't even know what to do.
Well, no, and
when the players don't know what to do, that's an issue.
Well, I'm thinking that you can't unlearn a natural movement, natural body movement.
I agree.
So it's like, what are you telling me?
Your whole life of doing it, and then you got to adjust.
Not even so much that, because if you think about it, when a running back gets to the hole, what is he taught to do? Go low. Run behind your pads. Yeah. Well, what's in front of your pads? Your helmet. So if you're going low and I'm tackling high, that's just the law of physics. You're going to win. The lowest person's going to win.
I think McFarland was touching up, because McFarland was doing the Colts game. He said something about, when you go low, your neck and your head is connected. So it follows as you go low.
Yeah.
They expect that to disconnect. How can it disconnect when it's connected?
It's not going to happen.
It's impossible.
It's not going to happen.
They're going to have to make quick adjustments on that.
I think what they did, the helmet to helmet, I think worked.
I like that.
The helmet to helmet, I think that was one thing that worked.
You have to get rid of that.
I think right now what they're doing, I think they're going too far.
They bugging me.
There's no way that you can stop a natural reaction from happening. Even as a receiver, if I'm going through the middle, I know somebody's coming.
Yeah, so
so I'm catching
reactions to go down.
Here, to curl up, take your hit. So even if I'm a defender and they're saying, okay, lead with your shoulder, so now you're worried about, you take that hit, now you got this to worry about. So it's something to really look at. I think the NFL, again, kind of got this one wrong.
I think they'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, they will. But this year, a lot of games are going to be ruined.
It's a total, and they're going to push the issue on it. Like the reps already told to push the issue. Yeah. So you guys be prepared for a lot of football you're not accustomed to seeing, and flags that y'all going to be going crazy looking at the games.
Oh, by the way, dear NFL, legalize marijuana. I'll say it every show. Dear NFL, legalize marijuana. Let the players do their CBD. Let the players do their edibles. That's not necessarily mean that they're smoking it, but let the players have their marijuana products.
I disagree.
You can disagree all you want to.
Yeah, he got his points. I got my points. Yeah. And they both make sense. What he told me makes sense, and I know what I say makes sense. So we're gonna be right back, guys.
Hey.
Don't go nowhere.
Smoke weed every day. We'll be back on the pickup show.
No drugs.
Hey, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your break. Thank you for coming back and talking to us. During the break, while you guys were away, me and my co-host over here were discussing the pros and cons of marijuana in football, or should it be legalized in football? Now, I say yes, it should. He doesn't think it necessarily should. I think it should be. And the reason I say that is because cannabis does have a lot of medicinal purposes. His main thing is, you smoke.
I talk for myself.
Can I finish?
You say your part. Let me say my part.
So my thing is, I would rather the players go ahead and be able to say, okay, yes, marijuana does help. Marijuana products, CBD, things of that nature. He doesn't realize that there's topicals, for your muscles, things of that nature. This should all be legalized. The only reason that it's not legalized is because the government still makes a lot of money off of it. But it's being legalized in a lot of places. But what's tripping me out is you'll suspend a player for smoking weed, but they can go to a bar and get whiskey. They can go to a bar and get beer. They can go to a bar and get vodka. You've seen...
But I'm explaining to you, Doc.
Okay.
Look it. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry if I cut you off. Uh-huh. The marijuana is found in a system. They don't find that drinking things in a system. Now, they catch them live.
Wait. So basically your basis is because marijuana stays in your system longer?
No. What I'm saying is that's why they get suspended, because it's in a system when they go for the drug test. The whiskey and the beer is not in a system.
Would you rather sit with an alcoholic or a pothead?
You're missing the point.
No, actually, no.
That's why they're able to drink and get away with it. No, the drink is still in their system.
Which one is more harmful to you? Is it the alcohol or the marijuana?
I wouldn't want neither. How about that?
No.
Me personally,
gun to your head. Ain't that what you like to say? Gun to your head.
I don't know. If I had a gun in my head,
okay,
I'll probably say the marijuana.
Let me ask you,
because the drunk guy acts retarded. The marijuana is more laid back, so I'll say marijuana.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah. If marijuana was so bad, whether it stays in your system or not,
I'm not saying it's bad. I never said it was bad. I just said it's in your system.
Then why would you? Okay, then why would you think that it shouldn't be legalized in the NFL?
I think it should be legalized when it's prescribed to individuals by a doctor. I have no issue with that. But if it's not prescribed, I don't think the players should smoke during the football season.
Okay, and there
if they're prescribed, like I told you, it's real easy to get it prescribed.
There you go again with the smoking. I mean, there are other uses for marijuana. But listen, okay,
whatever it is, however you put it in your body, you put it through your toes, your hands, whatever.
Okay, so what I'm tripping off of and what I'm trying to gather here. You keep saying, okay, if a doctor prescribes it. Okay, a doctor also prescribes Percocet. A doctor also prescribes Vicodin. These are all painkillers. These are all painkillers given to people by doctors.
I recommend the weed if it came down to
Hold on. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, my thing is, you have more of these players that are addicted to opioids, pain pills, and things of that nature to get by. To get from game to game. And these are harmful. These are more harmful to you than anything because it's breaking down the natural chemistry of your body. This is stuff that's man-made and made by pharmaceutical companies. And here you have something that's natural, that's grown, that can be controlled, that can also be turned into other things, that has other uses. So it's not necessarily just smoking or even eating it. It's you can put it on your aching bones. You can do things like that, and it will actually make you feel better.
Dog, I'm with you on a prescription tip. But right now you're confusing me. You're saying the doctors prescribe, what's the thing, the pills, whatever.
Vicodin, Percocet,
and now if you're using that mindset for the marijuana, I'm totally in with you. But you're saying it should just be legal to the point where anybody could just take an edible or smoke. You can't do that. They got the rules set up where if they find marijuana in your system and you don't have a prescription for it, you will get banned.
Well, actually,
Gordon.
Even if you do have a prescription for it, it's still the only reason that the NFL is because it's still federal. Banks can't even touch marijuana right now. If you own a marijuana business, a bank cannot touch you because it's still federally a no-no. Right. Banks are federally regulated. But what I'm saying, all I'm basically saying is this, and you keep stressing like during the season. Listen, if you can take an oxycodone during the season, if you can take a Vicodin during the season, after a game, I'm not saying do it during the game, but even with that, people get injected. They get injected with different painkillers, with different numbing agents before a game.
I think you're missing my point.
No, I think you're missing mine. Because what I'm saying,
I'm telling you, I'm with you with that.
But you can't say, but after the game and
no. Listen,
you can't do it during the season.
I'm with you if it's prescribed. I concur to what you're saying. But when you tell me that they could do it without a prescription, I disagree with that. I think it should be prescribed
without a prescription.
Meaning, like the doctor say, you know what? I'm going to prescribe this to you because your injuries. I'm totally in on that. But I think you should have to go through the doctor to get prescribed, because if not, it'll be a bunch of chaos. Let me tell you something. Why you think they got lights outside? Green light, red light, so there don't be no chaos. What? If you just had anybody smoking weed under no regulation, it's going to be chaos, dog.
What's the chaos going to be?
Dog, it would get to the point where guys would literally come high to the game, bro. What? Have they legalized it like that?
Are you serious right now?
Yes, they would smoke in the morning, like maybe 7 in the morning, and their game would be probably at 1 o'clock. They'd still be kind of high. I don't think that's good for football.
That's like saying,
I don't think that's good for football.
Okay, but people have full bars in their homes. They have access to alcohol. So what's to say that they're not coming to the games drunk?
If they do, trust me, somebody would know. Somebody would know.
Hold on, I'm not finished. They have full access to oxycodone and all these other painkillers that actually do get you high. So what's to say that they're not doing that before they come to the game? What's to say, like I said, they're getting shot up with different different painkillers in their shoulders, in their arms, in their hands, in their knees. They're doing this before the game. So you can't say, oh, well, they might smoke weed before the game. Dude, no.
Another big turnoff is a dude coming in and he's smelling like that weed, bro.
And again, you
don't have to do it. You don't have to do it through smoking. You said you can do the edible.
Narrowing it down to just smoking.
Yeah, you can do the edible, but I'm just saying, dudes are that dumb. Dudes are that dumb. Dudes are coming in smelling like that stuff.
I mean,
my wife works, but she works in her job, dudes is coming in like that.
Well, because it's legal. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
They send them home when they smell it.
Well, then, hey, if you want to put your job at risk. But my thing is, like I say, if it's after the game, and I think, honestly, I would really think that they're smart enough to do that, to say, okay, you know what I'm saying, we're going to go through this game, we're going to do what we need to do. You know, after the game, do what the fuck you want. If it's, because everybody knows that you play the NFL game on Sunday, unless you have a Thursday game, which is a quick turnaround. But 9 times out of 10, if you play that Sunday game, you're off that Monday to let your body heal, rest, and recuperate. So why wouldn't you be able to eat an edible? Why wouldn't you be able to go and get a marijuana massage? Like, why wouldn't you be able to do that? There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, let me ask you something. Let me narrow it down, because we both like fighting different battles on the same subject. Basically, if a guy just had a game, he's not injured or nothing, it's cool for him to mess with marijuana, period.
Have you ever played football, man?
Of course I did.
Okay, so you know about these, and I ain't talking about your high school football. I'm actually
just talk about a punter. If you think a punter should be able to smoke after the game,
why not?
That's why I disagree.
Can a punter drink after the game?
No, I wouldn't advise that.
No.
I mean, they probably do it.
Can a punter drink after the game? If the punter wants to go to a game and have a beer, after the game and have a beer, can he?
He probably could.
No. Can he? It's a simple yes. No, it's a yes or no question.
Can he? Could.
Yes, he could. So why can't that same punter say, you know what? I don't want to drink because drinking is harmful to my body.
You know why
I would rather.
I'm gonna tell you why he can't. Because it's in his system again.
So again,
marijuana sticks in your system, brother.
So
you don't seem to understand. Is that
your argument?
Doc,
that it stays in the system longer?
But that's why they can't do it, because they can find it in their system. They will get disqualified. The liquor doesn't stay in the system, so they can get over on it.
And again, that's why I say that
they can get. It's like if I eat a light. Look, if I eat a light out there,
that's why I say it needs to be legalized.
Okay, listen to me.
That's why I say legalize it across the board.
Let me say it before I forget. You smart. You trying to make sure I forget it. If I eat a red light, there's no cops out there. I'm pretty good, right?
Why would you eat a red light?
I'm just saying. Let's just say I just ate a red light. Like it was green and yellow and it turned red. And I knew it turned red, but I said, hell with it. But if there's a camera there.
Wait, you talking about drive through a red light?
Yes. Not purposely. Maybe I was trying to beat the yellow.
No, I thought you meant like actually go up, climb the pole, and eat on a red light.
Oh, come on. You must be messing with the edibles, man.
I could.
Anyway. So, if there's a camera there, I'm going to get ticketed. The point I'm trying to make is, when you got the marijuana in your system, you're going to get in trouble because it pops up in your urine. Unlike the guy that's getting a beer after the game. I see your point. Your point is why you can do this, but they can't do that. But the reason why they can do that is because they get away with it. You cannot get away with the marijuana.
And again, which
you're missing the point, dog.
Back to my point of legalize it in the NFL. Legalize it in the NBA.
It's not going to happen.
Legalize it in Major League Baseball.
If you think Goodell.
Legalize it in oh my God, in soccer, man. Just legalize it, dude.
I feel you. But if you think Goodell is going to legalize marijuana,
he would be the smartest. He would be the smartest commissioner. He'd be the smartest commissioner in history.
That's your opinion.
If he was to do it, he would be the smart.
That's your opinion.
Goodell, you would go down as the best man ever. If
I can see the NBA cat doing it. I can see the NBA cat doing it.
How can you see an NBA cat smoking weed? But
no. I'm talking about the one that runs the league.
Dude, listen.
I can see him doing it. You know why? Because he's for the players. Goodell, for some reason, punishes the players.
Okay, so basically what you're trying to do is go off the subject. Legalize marijuana because it's better for the players. It's less harmful than the prescription pills, the oxycodone, and all that other stuff that you're pumping into them. That's eventually killing them slowly and breaking down their bodies and things of that nature. Legalize it, man. Stop tripping. And I guarantee you, you know what? I'll tell you even better yet. When this episode comes out, and matter of fact, we're going to do promo for it because I need to hear what you guys have to think about this. Should it be legalized in the NFL or not? Stephen A. Smith, anybody, Max Kellerman, Shannon Sharp, Colin Cowherd,
Skip Bayless.
Talk. I want to hear what y'all think on that. But until then,
I want to hear the viewers.
I want to hear what y'all
Y'all can go to YouTube and y'all can post up your comments.
Yes.
The Pickup Show Sports. Go right in it and put your comments there. Do you agree with them?
It's the Pickup Sports Show. The Pickup Sports Show on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's where you're going to find us. All right? So I'm just letting you know.
Please, we want your input because obviously me and him, we're on a different page.
That's because he's stupid. But either way, man, we're going to be back in a minute, man. Y'all come on back. We got more to talk about.
We'll be right back.
Hey, welcome back. It's good to see you guys again, man. You feel good seeing these people?
Yeah.
All right. You feel good seeing you.
I can't wait. I want to hear not saying that whose side they're on, but, I mean, whatever. I want to hear their opinions.
No, I want to see whose side you're on, personally.
All right, whatever.
I want to know about that.
But I want them to get detailish. Not say, I'm with Doc. Why you with Doc? Get detailish. Yeah.
You're going to see a bunch of my pothead friends standing up, but it's all good, baby.
I bet all the comedians are on your side, though. That's for sure.
No, I'm pretty sure that a couple of them probably going to have something to say in an adverse manner, man.
Right.
It is what it is. Everybody's going to have their opinion.
But I want them to know I'm with the prescription, not without the prescription. Yeah.
Anywho. But sticking to the NFL, we've had some major developments. You want AP first or you want Luck?
Now we go right into Luck.
We go into Luck? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this. Luck is actually back. He's throwing. He's healthy. After last season and the season before, man, it was rough on him.
Yeah.
I actually remember that game where he got hurt.
He was an Iron Man before that.
Yeah, but
it was hard to get him off the field, but they finally got him off.
Shot to the sternum, baby. It do it every time, But I like the fact that he's back onto the field. I think it definitely gives the Colts that that shot that they need.
Because they ain't got nothing going over there. So.
No, they don't. But I think that, T.Y. Hilton and that, the gang over there. I think they needed.
He's bringing light to that organization.
Yeah, he is. And that's something that they needed. So with Luck coming back, I think that you'll see the Colts definitely improve.
Yes, sir.
I think their defense is still like a little something left to be desired. But I think that, Luck is probably going to pull out a lot more because he has that chip on his shoulder. He was highly
better
talented.
Than anything they put out there. You know what I mean? Brissett is a great backup. We all know he's not a starter.
Well, I'll say Brissett. I think what happened with Brissett, it actually gave him a lot of snaps that he normally
which makes him a great backup.
I'm about to say I think that gave him a lot of confidence. So if something does go down with Andrew, I think he'll be able to step up and step in.
Indeed.
I think he'll have a better year if something like that should happen. Hopefully it doesn't, because I do want to see Luck get back to the form where he was.
Exactly.
Because he was on the up. He was doing his thing. I think, a couple more years, you would have really seen him blossom into what he did.
Yeah.
Outside of the injury.
I just don't. Something just tells me like he's really good. He's going to be really good for years. But what they predicted him to be like the next Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, I never seen that in Luck. I seen it in Stanford, but I never seen it when he made the change to the NFL.
I saw it.
He's still a good quarterback. It's not taking nothing away from him.
I saw it coming in spurts, but like I said, when he got hurt, that's when it really.
Yeah, I just think
that's when it went downhill for him.
I seen him telegraph too many passes. I seen when he's under pressure how he gives it up. There's a lot of things that I don't like about Luck, but at the end of the day, he's the best thing they got. And he is above average in my book.
He's going to have to be the best thing they got because they kicked Peyton Manning out of town for Luck.
Exactly. And let me give you his career record because he's like a veteran already. I mean,
he's been in the league. Right? He's been in the league since what?
I know, but it's like I remember him being in Stanford like it was yesterday. Yeah, Luck in his career is 43-27. 132 touchdowns, 68 picks. He already got almost 20,000 yards passing. And in his first preseason, he went 6 for 13 for 50 yards and threw a huge pick in the red zone against the Ravens, which he knows he messed up. He knows he's going to make that adjustment in the regular season. But the point I'm trying to make is those are the mistakes he can't do. Those are the mistakes he did in the playoffs, if you remember.
Ring rust. But,
but
was like I say, what's done is done. It's a new day. I'm thinking, this time it really gave him
it's fresh air over there. They feeling themselves
this is what
in Indianapolis.
I can't help but keep looking, man. My beard look good as man. Now I got to get shouts out just for men. Thank you, man. This looks great. If you guys remember any of the earlier shows, my beard was about as white as Leslie Nielsen's top.
Yeah, he was two-tone, looking like Morgan Freeman or some shit.
This looks great, man. This is all right.
All right, so we done with Andrew Luck.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to bring this person to you who I love. And, the guy, what I love about this guy, he's got so much fight in him. And he just wants to prove to the NFL that he still got it. My boy, Adrian Peterson out of Oklahoma. What do you think he's going to be able to do in Washington to help out Alex Smith and company? But remember, he still got to make the team, which I think it's a given as long as he don't get hurt. But after he makes the team, do you think he can do damage with the Redskins?
Not without fullback.
Okay. So what do you expect out of All Day Peterson?
Being that he's an older running back, I mean, and oddly enough, it's kind of funny because he's really only 33.
Right.
But
that's kind of old.
Years, that's old. I would say he's always a threat. He's always a threat, no matter what.
Always a home run threat.
Yeah, he's always a threat.
But they stacked the box on him.
Well,
last year in Arizona.
Hold on, but that's the thing. You do that. You stack that box against Alex Smith. He's going to play action you to death.
That's what I was talking about you earlier.
Yeah, and he's going to beat you over the top. He has the capability of doing that.
That's why I think Peterson had the chance. Because you bring up 9 in the box, Alex is going to kill you. I mean, he's proven that in KC that he can kill you. And he's got little weapons over there.
What I will say, honestly, if you want to preserve Adrian Peterson right now, and Adrian Peterson, this is where you're going to have to eat a little crow. Put a fullback in front of Adrian Peterson. Put a fullback in front of Adrian Peterson. let that fullback take on that linebacker, that lineman, and let AP get out to that next level. Let all day get out to the next level. I'm telling you, that fullback, and it's a lost art in the NFL today, where the fullback has basically died out. And I'm going to say one of the greatest fullbacks in NFL history, and he's very rarely talked about, Lorenzo Neal.
Right.
Lorenzo Neal. He was a wrecking ball with legs. You know, that little dude, and he wasn't tall.
That's the guy that was in San Diego.
He was stout.
He was in San Diego, Carolina.
He was. Lorenzo Neal was nasty. People could say
my boy was Johnston, the one that used to block for Emmitt Smith.
Moose?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Moose Johnston was my boy.
My thing is this: Lorenzo Neal, LT would not have been the quarterback. The running back that he was had Lorenzo Neal not been in front of him.
Right.
Because half the time when you saw LT, he was already breaking into the second. He was already on the second level because Lorenzo Neal made the way for him to smash into it. He took on those linebackers.
Let's not confuse the viewers. We're still on AP.
We're still. I'm sorry.
We're still on AP.
You're right.
And I know what you mean. If he had a guy like Neal, it would be a struggle. I think if they spread them out, I want to see AP in there on third down, like starting out the backfield and then, running out like a receiver. I want them to mix it up. KC does that. I don't think Washington's going to do that.
I don't see.
I would love to see that. You know why? Because that would give them different looks for AP.
I don't see that happening.
I know, but
AP, he's really never been that kind of a player. So that would be a stretch to actually have him coming out and catching out of the backfield.
You got to give him different looks, though. That's the way he's going to succeed.
I think he's going to be more so used on a screen, like a play action screen.
Yeah, that's good.
You'll see that.
But don't let it like Arizona, where they knew the first two downs they were giving the ball to AP and they would stack the box.
But see, that's the thing.
You cannot make it predictable. He's not that great guy no more.
Well, no, but like I said, if you put a fullback in front of AP, I'm telling you now, you will see his numbers pick up.
But even if they stack the box, fullback or not,
if they stack the box, he's still going to get to that second level because you have the fullback in front of him. That fullback is going to take on that linebacker, and he can basically cut off the fullback.
Let me ask you something. Alex Smith and shotgun. Mm-hmm. You got AP right next to him. You don't think they become very dangerous knowing that they could draw play AP at any moment?
Well, yeah, you got that.
Right? Then you can even fake that and throw first down.
Don't forget, Alex Smith can run too.
That's what I'm. That's
why run too, so he's definitely a threat.
I like this fit.
I do, but I think honestly, as long as AP doesn't try to dominate the ball, because he dominated the ball in Minnesota.
Yeah, no, he ain't got him like that.
He went to New Orleans. He tried to dominate there, and they were like, get your ass out of here. Yeah, they shipped him out quick. Yeah. He went to Arizona, tried to dominate the ball there, ended up getting hurt. Didn't work. He had a great first game, though, 125 yards. Well, I thought it was going to work, and then it died out ASAP. That was a nan. That was a nan to New Orleans. Died ASAP. Y'all got rid of me. Look what I can do. There you go. That's that Cardi B. Look good. But anyway, I think he could be helpful, but he's not what he used to be. Don't expect him to be what he used to be. No, not at all. But he could be very helpful to Alex Smith. Well, I'm still thinking. I'm going to go with my stance. If you want AP to really be productive in your offense, put a fullback in front of him. Okay. I guarantee you if you do that, it's going to increase his numbers as well as his longevity, because getting hit by a safety, getting hit by a corner is not like getting hit by J.J. Watt. It's not like getting hit by Brandon Marshall. Yeah, we got you. We got you. So it's going to... DOC wants the fullback. I do. Al York wants them to separate, to move them all around, like second down, third down. He's not that kind of give them a switch, give them a different look. Okay. Just give them a different look. AP, listen to me, dog. Use them as a decoy a lot of times. Get the fullback, AP. I'm telling you, you'll be happy. Get the fullback. I want to see a lot of third down draw plays for AP. Pick up show, AP, man. Get the fullback, dog. We'll be right back. Man. We'll be back, man. Check y'all in a minute. Hey, yo, welcome back, yo. Welcome back to the pickup show, son. You think you funny? Oh, you sound like a clown, man. Listen, guys, you're jumping into the NBA. There's no real transactions, but there was something that happened where the NBA started a program
called the Mental Health and Wellness. And it's for the players to basically, have mental issues. And they also could teach players how to cope with money. Because once they get money, the family members attack them, friends attack them. So they kind of educate them how to deal with that situation. And I'm curious to hear my partner DOC on this, because I love when he takes on a topic like this, because he does his thing. So your take on that, DOC?
I'll say this. I mean, and it's kind of a sticky situation, especially be as it may, when a person has a large family. I come from a large family, but I've never been in a situation that I've had that kind of money.
Right.
I can only imagine.
People hollering at you now.
I can only imagine, how these players, these athletes, have everybody tugging on them, because they know you have it, but they're not realizing that your longevity is really based on you being frugal. Number one. Number two, being wise with your money. There's no reason for you to have a 20,000 square foot mansion and it's just you. I understand if you have the money to do it, I get it. I get it. But just because you have the money to do it don't necessarily mean you have to do it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being comfortable in your home. There's nothing wrong with taking care of your family, but at the same time, be smart. Invest in your neighborhood. Invest in where you came from. Open up places. Give people jobs. So
right, let me intervene real fast.
Okay.
I'm following you on that, but everything you're saying, you have to have knowledge. Well, these young boys being 21 and 22.
Well, that's
all they know how to do is play basketball, Doc.
No. They know how to do more than play basketball.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know the business. They don't have the business thing locked down.
Of course they don't. But see, one of the things, and like I say, even with Lamar Jackson, that's one of the things that I pride him on because he has his mama sitting there.
Right.
They all should. No, because some of their mamas and some of their daddies.
They mean good if they mean good.
I'm about to say some of their mamas and some of their daddies ain't about nothing.
Yeah, you're right.
So I can't say that. But what I will say is, who's around you that you can trust, who's been with you, who's rolled with you, and things of that nature. So, like I say, in situations like that, give them jobs. When families come and say, hey, I need this amount of money. Oh, really? Okay. Well, I'm going to open up this spot.
I like that. My man told me that. Teach them how to make money, then give them money.
Exactly. This person is going to run my books, but you're going to run this place. This is how I want it done. This is what you're going to make. So you're investing in your community. You're investing in your family.
Okay. I agree with that. But I watched a couple of things with pro players where they help families out and they basically messed up everything that was for them to do. Like bought a business, for example, and they didn't run the business appropriately. So now they come back to this guy, we messed it up. We still need money. How do you handle that? Deuces?
You
gave him a shot already.
If I'm giving you the means to do it, if I'm giving you can't. Don't use me as that security blanket thinking, okay, well, it's always going to be here because it's not.
But ain't you supposed to lay the law down right there?
But that's the thing. I mean, when you do this, you let them know.
Right there.
That's what
this is your shot, right?
Exactly.
Okay, I got you.
So, I mean, even if it's, your best friend, your brother, whatever the case may be, hire him on as your assistant.
Yeah.
Yes, you have a salary, but this is your job. This is what you're doing. I expect this. I'm not going to treat you like that because we brothers. But at the same time, this is business. Don't mess up the business. And I think, a lot of these cats, especially in today's age, they're so caught up in the social media, the gotta have.
Right.
They're so concerned with flossing that they forget how to boss. If that makes sense.
Right.
They're so concerned about keeping up with the Joneses rather than saying,
what? They want the butter. You call that the butter.
I own this. This is my home.
Yeah.
This is something that I invest. Kawhi Leonard. I love the example of Kawhi Leonard. That dude still has the blazer.
97.
Yeah, he still has it.
Yeah.
Now that dude that made money hand over fist
Don't forget Alfred Morris. He's still driving that 92 Mazda.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. People will laugh at him. Oh, man, you make enough money. That's cool.
I salute that.
Yeah.
They're saving bread.
Exactly.
They saving bread. But let me go back to what you were saying earlier. You said position family members, which I totally agree with. But how about if these family members don't qualify for the position? How do you handle that?
You can always find something for family, dude. Now, I know you're speaking into the felony. You may be speaking into
no, just lack of knowledge.
I'm about to say you're speaking in lack. Exactly. So just because that particular position wouldn't be right for you, there's always something else. You can always find something else.
But you wouldn't take no family members under that you knew that any opportunity you give them, you kind of know they're gonna mess up,
like a slap rock.
Yeah, so you just be like, you know what? I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna pay your little rent and your little play. I'm not gonna spoil you. I'm not gonna spoil you.
Hold on, I'm
not gonna spoil you.
Hold on, see, and
some people, I'd rather not give them the job. They can't do it.
But you got to realize, see, and that's where a lot of this falters. Just from what you said, I know you can't do nothing, so I'm gonna pay your little rent.
But let's say they were behind you throughout your dream. Like, they deserved it. They were behind you.
If they were pushing with that, then you find them something to do. Okay. You find them something. I'm not just going to pay your rent because you were behind me. You're gonna earn your keep. Just like you made me.
You don't have a lot of connection. You can have them work in some type of construction site.
It can be anything.
But you got to work. I got you. You got to work. You got to work.
You're not just going to live off me because that's how you end up losing your money.
Yeah.
That's how you end up broke. And then when you broke, these same family members that you took care of and looked out for, now all of a sudden they looking like,
Anton Walker.
Oh, man, that's
Anton Walker. He looked out for everybody. He was buying his friends' cars and all that.
Worse.
And he couldn't get nobody to let him sleep over their house when he fell off. But the NBA must have heard the story. They got him back on, and now he's back on doing analyst stuff.
Well, and you know what? And that's what needed to happen. Yeah, I mean, it's sad that you would take care of so many, and so many.
And they said it too on the block. He was taking care of cats. Like MC Hammer was taking care of cats.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I mean?
Well, here's what makes me that chick Evelyn Lozada. Okay, Evelyn Lozada. She was dating Antoine Walker.
I didn't know that, but
she was with him on some G,
Okay.
And what kills me is as soon as he lost that money, you see what she doing. You know what I'm saying? She going from pillar to post. Chad Johnson, all these cats, her old.
Right. Anyway. So you just educated me. I didn't know that.
Well, no. So basically what I'm saying is, young fellas, be smart with your money. Like you're not going to be able to spend all of that. And a lot of you guys are going to start having kids. Be smart of who you having kids with. Beware of that, because there's a lot of women out there. They don't care about you. All they care about is what you can do for them, how you can enrich their lives.
Yep.
That's why you see all these cats out here having babies, and the next thing you know, they paying $20,000, $25,000 a month in child support.
Damn.
What kid do you know that needs $25,000 a month? That's ridiculous.
It's the wifey living off that.
Ridiculous.
Wifey buying the bags, they living
That's
great.
Ridiculous.
Off your money.
But what ends up happening is, the woman says, "Oh my God, I was used to living this kind of way." No, you wasn't, because you didn't grow. If you grew up in South Central LA, no, you wasn't. You was used to fried bologna sandwiches and government cheese and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and drinking water out the damn water hole.
Yeah, I'm mad at the judges that give them that money.
The judges
got to have enough common sense to know $297,000 a month is a little too much for you.
Who got that?
I think it's Griffin's ex-wife, something like that.
Oh yeah, that's nuts, man.
Bananas. Listen. You give them
$3 million a year.
$5,000 a month. That's enough for everything. $10,000 if you're living really nice. Maybe mortgage is kind of high. $10,000 max it should be. There's no way no woman should be getting $50,000 to $100,000 to $200,000.
I look at it this way: if your chief complaint, if what you say is, I can't take care of these kids on this budget. Oh, you can't? Okay, get the kids to me. I can take care of them. I had the means to do it. I can do everything. I can get a nanny. Yeah. I can do it all.
The judge won't grant the kid, though.
Nah, well, it is what it is.
I hate to say it. They on the woman's side.
I don't even want to get into that.
Yeah,
that's
I've been through it. You've been through it. They on the woman's side.
I don't want to get into
on the woman's side.
But what I will say is, young fellas, watch who you're dealing with. really invest. Be smart with your investments. Don't just blow money and throw money away. I know family wants you to take care of them. I get that.
You got to do something. Do something, but don't baby them.
Take care of your mommy and your daddy first. Yep. Take care of yourself. And then, pick and choose what you're going to do. But always give back to your community because that's your roots. That's everybody that knew you before everybody else knew you.
Especially if you got love in your community. Yeah. Now, if you didn't get love and they was picking on you and stuff, I can understand that. Yeah. But if you got love in your community. But we didn't touch up on the mental aspect of this thing. But we'll get that on the next round.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we got Sunday for that too.
Okay.
Yeah, we are. Sunday, Cheetahs. Okay, 8 o'clock. Okay. Live. The Pickup Sports Show. YouTube.
Yeah, tell me to subscribe too. Why you
well, no, I tell everybody to subscribe. Man, get up on YouTube and look up The Pickup. You know what? I'm going to write it out because some of y'all swear to God that y'all can't read, so I'm going to write it out. Boss lady, you're going to have to pick up, you're going to have to zoom in on this because I'm writing it down. And the good thing about it is I have
it's not even hard to subscribe.
All you got to do is click.
People think it's like some big thing you got to go through, like trying to put free cable or something.
Come on in.
Yeah, you ain't putting no free cable.
Let's go there. There you go. The Pickup Sports Show. That's all you got to do on YouTube. The Pickup Sports Show.
And hit subscribe. And if you can't, then you have to
that's how you look it up. Okay.
You create an account and you can subscribe.
Right. But that is that's pretty much all I got to say for the day, man. I mean, we got to save some for Sunday. Next week we're gonna have some guests on here, man. I know we've been slacking on the guests, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? It gives us more time to really talk to each other and
we got to work anyway.
Damn near about to kill each other, but
we got to work anyway because whenever there's not a guest, means we gotta bring it to y'all. Oh, man. And when there's a guest, it makes it a little lighter for us. But you know what? We don't mind doing whatever, man. But you know what I mean? Let me work, man. That's my AKA, and he feels the same way. He likes to work. Let's do this, man.
So before we roll out, man, you got anybody you want to say hi to? I say hi to my mom. So
my wife, Faith. Salute to the LES. Vegas strong. Salute to Holly Hot Wheels. I hope you get better. We love you. We behind you.
We miss you here.
And salute to Boss Lady, who we love dearly, Miss Crystal. That's what I got to say.
I will say again, y'all see the hat. So shouts out to all my boys from Raleigh Park out there in the guard. Shouts out from Raleigh Park all the way out to the Fabulous 50s, baby. Y'all know what this hat stands for.
Oh, Dina.
Thank you, Mom, again. My wife, Constance. Cupcake at home. You should be asleep, but more than likely you're giving your mom the blues. Holly, get better. I know you all right, but get better. And always love the Crystal because she's a G. That's just the way to put it. Y'all don't get to see it. We see it. She's a gangster.
We get all the benefits.
Like she's dancing behind the camera right now. Y'all don't see this. But remember, Sunday, man. Come on down to Cheetahs.
Come on down.
We start at 8 o'clock. About 8:30. But we start at 8 o'clock.
Come on down.
We got some donuts. We always have fun, man. It's a good time. It's interactive. Al said, I'm telling you, y'all, Al said he's going to give one of you girls a lap dance. I keep trying to talk him out of it.
Wow.
But, I mean, he wants to put his belly on somebody's chest. So, hey, it is what it is.
No comment.
Man.
I got no comment.
So, we see y'all Sunday. Sunday.
Tune in. Pickup show.
Pickup show, baby. Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Sunday.
Go. Yes, sir.
Sunday.
8 o'clock.
Yeah. And you know what we should do? Make it look official. So, when she kind of yells cut, or, how she tries to get us. Don't even say nothing. Just be sitting here just mouthing.
Right.
Don't say no words.
Oh yeah.